Greetings, fellow citizens. We are registered dietitians from the Community Nutrition Promotion Center of the Kaohsiung City Government's Department of Health. My name is Zhi Xian, and I'm Wei Jing. Today we are going to introduce My Meal Plate to you. Since you might not be familiar with the term, why don't we let Wei Jing explain the concept to you? My Meal Plate is a graphic presentation of the recommended amount of foods from the 6 major food groups based on Taiwan's daily dietary guideline. People can consume foods following the proportions proposed in My Meal Plate and choose locally produced, natural, and diverse foods to meet their everyday nutritional needs. Foods on My Meal Plate are divided into sections of different sizes according to their proportions. No matter whether you are eating at home or outside, you can have a filling and well-balanced meal as long as you eat proper proportions according to the instructions of My Meal Plate. To have a balanced and healthy diet, you have to first choose the right kinds of foods from the 6 major food groups. Now, shall we teach people how to build a healthy diet according to the catchphrases of My Meal Plate? Sure. 1. A glass of milk twice a day. It is recommended to have 1.5 to 2 cups of milk per day. A cup of milk is about 240 milliliters. In case you are using milk powder, a serving of milk consists of 3 spoons of milk powder. If you are not used to drinking milk, you can replace it with cheese, yogurt, or yogurt drinks. Can I drink goat milk instead of cow's milk? Of course, goat milk is also a dairy product. 2. Fist-size amounts of fruits for every meal. But Zhi Xian, our fists vary in sizes. What should we use for measurement instead? We still use our own fists. However, if you are suffering from blood sugar-related disorders, you can use a standard bowl to gauge your fruits. A serving is 0.8 bowls of fruits. 3. Slightly larger amount of vegetables than fruits. There should be more vegetables than fruits in every meal, and 1/3 of vegetables should be dark greens. Vegetables of different colors are rich in phytochemicals and a wide variety of minerals. Dietary fiber in vegetables also facilitates intestinal activities, improves obstructive defecation, and lowers the risk of colorectal cancer. It is recommended that people eat 0.5 to 0.7 bowls of vegetables every meal. 4. Same amount of rice as vegetables. Wei Jing, I have a friend who only eats 1/3 bowls of rice to control her weight. Does that mean she only has to eat 1/3 bowls of vegetables? No, I've mentioned earlier that the recommended amount is 0.5 to 0.7 bowls of vegetables. One still has to eat enough vegetables even though the intake of grains is reduced. The recommended amount every meal is at least 0.5 bowls of whole grains, among which 1/3 should be unrefined staples. Some examples are corn and peas in colorful stir-fry, a common side dish in lunch boxes. Other alternatives with flaky textures such as pumpkins, taros, sweet potatoes, and lima beans are also counted as staples. The 5th instruction is palm-sized amount of protein foods. What does that mean? It means that the protein we take in every meal should not exceed the size of our palms. Legumes are the most recommended protein source, followed by fish, eggs, and meat. Plant-based protein should be your first choice, which can be found in soybeans, edamame beans, black beans, and products based on those beans, such as soybean milk, tofu, or dried tofu. Those are all good sources of plant-based protein. If we don't have those, we go for fish or eggs, which have less saturated fat than meat. Meat is our last option. Too much saturated fat can easily lead to cardiovascular diseases. Well, but our bodies still need enough fat. Yes, that's a good point, which brings us to the 6th instruction, 1 teaspoon of nuts and seeds. They are good sources of oil and can help to lower the risk of cardiovascular diseases. However, make sure that you do not eat too many nuts because oils are high in calories and they also cause fat to accumulate in our bodies. A teaspoon of nuts equals the size of the terminal joint of the thumb, or 2 cashews, 2 almonds, and 1 walnut. I hope you already have an idea of what My Meal Plate is by now. A quick reminder in the end. Combining my meal plate with a low-sugar, low-salt diet will make you healthier. A tip for implementing a low-sugar, low-salt diet is to avoid processed foods, pickled foods, condiments, and sugary drinks. Drinking more water is also good for your health. With my meal plate, you can eat smartly for a nutritious lifestyle.